Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Thursday, the 28th day of January, and today is National Blueberry Pancake Day. I like blueberry pancakes.
I've not ever been a huge fan
Really?
of that
I like
particular-
blueberry pancakes, chocolate chip pancakes, regular pancakes, pancakes a la mode. Is that even a thing? I'm sure I would like it.
Could be.
Data Privacy Day. It's Data Privacy Day today. So keep your data private, and also keep your private data. I don't know what I was going to say there. I clearly got nothing. And it is National Have Fun at Work Day. Well, I'm definitely doing that. And it's National Kazoo Day. Have you ever played a kazoo?
I have. Well, yes, I have. Yes,
I
not
almost
well, but yes.
I almost went pro with the kazoo.
Did you?
Yeah, and I realized nobody's ever done that, so probably not the best thing to do. It is a Thursday, so we have a Dear John letter to get to, and Freaking Out Fiance could certainly use your help. If you would like to chime in, you can do so at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Scientists at Stanford Medicine have unlocked a drug that de-ages the brain and reverses cognitive decline. That is awesome.
Kind of cool, isn't it?
Kudos to you. I think that's whatever they were doing.
De-ages the brain.
So it makes like the brain fog that you have go away, and you think more clearly. It reverses cognitive decline.
Love that.
I could use some of that. Also, researchers at the Shenzhen University found that eating 4 ounces of fried food increases chances of major heart disease. And it doesn't say if that's per day, per week, per month, or ever. I don't know what that, maybe it's in the details, but that's the headline I have.
If it's ever, we are in trouble.
That's why I never do 4 ounces. I'll always do like 8, 12, 15, 16, 18, more than 4. Because I'm a healthy guy.
Safety first.
Exactly. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Officers went to a hospital, Jackson Memorial Hospital, after an inmate who was thought to be wearing a hospital gown attempted to escape. The inmate, 39-year-old Jermaine Henderson, was supposed to be taking a shower before a surgery, but then he escaped through the ceiling in the bathroom. Made it through the 10th floor, stole a janitorial uniform. He was walking barefoot when he went outside the building. Officers quickly put the hospital in lockdown, set up a perimeter. He was running and jumping through people's backyards, so the residents called 911. He hid under a truck. Officers eventually caught him. They show Henderson had a history of criminal cases that go back to 2002. Charges include cocaine possession, robbery, grand theft, burglary, and battery. His latest case, he was arrested for burglary, resisting arrest, and battery on a law enforcement officer. So
shouldn't somebody be watching them?
Yeah, you would think so. Well, but he was in there taking a shower, and he pulled a ceiling tile out and climbed through the ceiling tile. So that's how he got away with it. They're like, well, this is a long shower.
Well, I would assume if they're that dangerous, somebody would be in there with them.
I don't know. That is what
I
happens.
don't know the protocol.
Yeah, me neither. That's what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. One of my favorite actresses in the whole wide world, Sandra Bullock.
Bullock.
Oh, were you going to guess that?
I just know that.
How would you have known of
I just
all the
know.
people?
I just know that's your favorite actress in the whole wide world.
I don't know if she's my favorite. I said one of
Yeah,
my
she is.
favorites.
You go on and on about
I just
her
think
all the
she
time.
seems really, really cool.
Sometimes you call me Sandra at night.
I never have done that ever. Sandra Bullock sold her Georgia beachfront estate. How much do you suppose she got for it, Heidi?
I'm going to say $16 million.
No, $4.2 million.
Oh.
I like how you think really hard, like somehow that's going to help you clue into it. It's just a random guess. We mentioned Armie Hammer, the guy that is actor, and then there's some cannibalism thing. It was on.
Yeah.
Well, his ex now came forward saying, Paige Lorenz is her name, by the way, said that he kept mannequins in his basement to practice tying women up.
Oh.
Maybe that's why she's the ex.
Why would she have even stayed with somebody
I
like
don't
that
know.
at all?
I'm telling you right now, I come home and Heidi's tying up mannequins in the basement. I am talking to a divorce lawyer. I'm just saying. I love you and all, but what you doing? Just practicing my knots? Yeah, I gotta go. See you later.
Just practicing my knots.
All right. Big screen, little screen. Brought to you by channelsurfertv.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of giftcardchallenge.org. It's a great party trick, and it's a useful thing for circus performers, but scientists say learning to juggle can also cause changes in the areas of your brain it's a really good thing. It says
Positive change.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mastering the skill of juggling increases the amount of gray matter in areas in your brain that process and store visual information, proving what was thought not possible, that new stimuli can actually alter your brain structure. A comparison of brain imaging scans of non-jugglers and other volunteers before they learned to juggle, and then 3 months later after they learned to juggle, revealed that there was an increase in gray matter in certain areas of the newly trained juggler's brains.
That's kind of cool.
And this goes to say you can teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Well, I don't know if you can teach a dog to juggle, but
Have you ever
an
tried to
adult.
juggle?
I can juggle two things.
That is not juggling.
No,
That's
no,
kind
I-
of just tossing things back and forth.
I have. I really wanted to learn to juggle for a while there, and I tried really hard, and I just made a giant mess.
It's not easy.
Maybe I shouldn't have started with eggs, but no, it was not a good thing. Now let's talk a little bit about this big game that's not coming up this weekend, but next weekend. Fans wanting to attend the Super Bowl in Tampa can expect to spend about $3.50 per second of that's just the game, like while they're playing, to see the game. The average price of a ticket through this app where you can get tickets is now $12,000 per seat. The least expensive seat, $8,424. The top tiered, most expensivest priced of tickets, Heidi, $17,738.
There honestly isn't a single thing at all anywhere that I can think of that I would want to see that badly.
That you'd pay $12,000 or $8,000 or
No.
$17,000. Me neither, really. And we typically will watch the game on TV, but it's on and we're not really paying attention.
Right,
We're not
we don't
sports
watch
folks,
it.
so
No.
it's if your team is playing and
Not
you're
our
excited,
thing.
I'm not trying to diss your team. I'm just saying
No,
I
but
don't
even
watch.
still, even if it is your team,
Yeah.
that's an insane
Oh yeah,
amount of money.
absolutely. And according to one poll, it says here 1 in 5 women and 1 in 6 men believe that the winner of a big game like the Super Bowl is picked in advance. So there's some people who think it's predetermined, and then they go out there and just
throw
wink,
it.
wink. Hey, let's pretend. I don't know how that would be. I don't think that's even a thing. Belgium has banned leisure travel amidst a surge in new COVID cases there. So that's in Belgium. And then one last thing. Researchers discovered that baby chicks count from left to right just like humans.
I didn't know baby chicks could count.
Didn't either. How did they know this? Okay, hey, baby chick. How many fingers am I holding up?
Yeah. I
I don't think that I think that's how it works.
Kind of like to see how they did that study. I'm not going to lie.
Scoop of the day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Dear John Letters.
Dear John.
And we got a Dear John letter here that, I don't know, this can be a tough one to answer because I don't really know exactly what to say. So, again, a reminder, you can chime in with your advice on our Facebook page. We'll remind you of that again here in a minute. But first, let's read it here. Dear John, my fiance is upset with me, but it's not my fault. We've been dating for 2 years. He asked me to marry him at Christmas time. I'm excited to get married, but now there's a problem. One of my ex-boyfriends recently moved to town where we live, and he works for the same company I work for. My fiance thinks there's something between us, but there's not. We're not even in the same department, and we never see each other at work. I didn't even know he worked there until my fiance told me, and now he thinks I'm keeping something from him. I have nothing to hide, but now this jealousy has me concerned. We didn't talk for a few days, and now the last few times we did talk, he was pretty cold towards me. What can I do to prove to him that there's nothing going on? Should I be concerned about the way he's acting over this non-issue? Please help. Signed, Freaking Out Fiance. So first thing I got to say is it's a tough spot because if there's nothing going on whatsoever, I mean, there is nothing going on. But what you need to do is put yourself in his shoes, and then maybe you'd understand because he thought you knew about this and you were keeping it from him. What he doesn't know is he doesn't know for sure that you didn't know. So there's like a little trust issue there. But again, at the end of the day, if you didn't even know, you didn't know. So again, she didn't do anything wrong. Isn't this kind of a weird thing?
Yeah. Here's the thing. What you just need to do is just have a conversation and make sure he completely understands the situation, that you don't see him. You're not in the same apartment. You didn't even know he was there.
Didn't know he was there.
If he still is going to disbelieve you and be accusatory, there's no way that you can move forward with this wedding because that's where you work. Unless you're willing to quit your job.
Yeah.
But then if that's the case, anytime anything comes up in the future, you're looking at quitting a job and moving to another job.
And I don't know that
it needs to be a very serious conversation.
And I don't know that quitting a job is the answer. I think at the end of the day, he needs to know that you love him and not this ex from, and it doesn't, I don't know, from this letter, I don't know if this is an ex-boyfriend from like right before they got together or if it's some kid that she dated in 5th grade. I mean, probably two completely different things there. So again, a lot of the details that we don't know, but from what I'm looking at here, again, the concern is, I think he felt like you were keeping something from him. So you need to make sure he knows, I didn't know, we're not, if you're not like in communication with this guy, you guys aren't hanging out. Now, if you are hanging out and you're, getting together for drinks after work and things like that, whole different story.
Yeah.
So if any of those things are going on, now he has a reason to be jealous. So hopefully none of that stuff's happening. And again, according to the letter, it sounds like that's not the case. But I at the very end here, I like how she put in there that this is a non-issue. Well, it is an issue. Otherwise,
it's an issue for him.
Yeah, and I think again, without knowing the background, because did he have somebody in his past who
that has cheated?
Yeah, because if he does, instantly that's going to be an issue that he's going to deal with all the time. Mm-hmm. And it's a good idea. I think it would be a very good idea for the two of you to see a counselor before you take that next step.
Oh, for sure.
And just work through this together. And I understand you think, hey, I don't need a counselor. I got John and Heidi, and I can send them a letter. But just kidding. I'm absolutely teasing. Nobody thinks that. But I do really think this would be an opportunity for you to say, hey, you know what? Our marriage that's going to be happening, it doesn't say if it's soon, whenever they're getting married. It matters to me so much so that I think we should work through this and get some help. There are people out there that can help you with this that are far more qualified than John and Heidi. And I do want to say thank you to the listeners who have chimed in on our Facebook page. And if you've got an answer that's better than mine, which is probably not hard to do, you can chime in with an answer. And you can also submit a letter for next week if you'd like to do that as well. All at the same place, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Now, if you don't happen to be on Facebook and you want to submit a Dear John letter, you can do it right through our website. And if you have an answer for these guys that you want to submit and you're not on Facebook, you can do that as well, and I'll just pass it on to them. Again, that's johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
You lose up to 30% of your taste buds during a flight. This can explain why airplane food gets such a bad rep. Elevation in an airplane can have a detrimental effect on your ability to taste things. A 2010 study conducted at Germany's Fraunhofer Institute, the dryness experienced at high levels of elevation, as well as low pressure, reduces the sensitivity of a person's taste buds to sweet and salty foods by 30%. Add that dry cabin air, and that also affects your ability to smell and our ability to taste. Everything is reduced even further. So they're saying, if you've ever been on a plane and you tried something, you're like, I don't know, it's just kind of bland. It's not the food, it's the altitude. There you go.
I can't remember the last time I was on a plane that even served food.
No. Yeah, it has been a while. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline, China. A man in China was hanging clothing on his balcony when he was shot in the knee with an arrow. Just came out of nowhere. An arrow sunk 8 inches into his knee. He was rushed to the hospital. He was later found out. They later found out that there was a guy who lived in a building across from him that was crazy about archery. He was shooting archery. Anyway, he missed the target on his roof. And it flew over and hit this guy right in the knee.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, 8 inches into his knee. Can you even imagine?
No.
That would not feel good. That's maybe the understatement of the year. This is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Safari Pets called police reporting a ball python was stolen from an enclosure.
Safari Pets called police?
That's the name of a business, Safari Pets.
Okay.
They say, we don't hear stories like this very often. A manager stated that they received a shipment of reptiles. As the employee was putting reptiles into the enclosure, they were called to another task, and at that point, a male subject took a reptile from the enclosure.
Okay.
A place called Safari's Pets, their surveillance video caught the whole darn thing. The store posted still shots to social media, hoping somebody would recognize the man and woman. So the interesting thing is, the man in the pictures called the pet store and said, hey, why are my photos all over the internet? And an employee said, you know why.
Oh, my God.
We got you on camera stealing a snake. So anyway, the guy actually brought the snake back to the store.
Picture.
Yeah, he brought the snake back to the store. Store's not pressing charges. They say, we hope this teaches the shoplifter a lesson, and maybe he'll turn his life around. How crazy is that? What a bizarre story, though. That is today's Weird News. Time now for your moment of duh, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. According to the police department, a Florida man who fled officers said he was trying to get home to his mom and claimed that he was, quote, driving too fast to pull over, end quote. Yeah, that's a good
He was
excuse.
trying to get home to his mom so he couldn't pull over to the police.
18-year-old Nicholas Debates, driving a red Hyundai Elantra, was at an extremely high rate of speed at about 11:15 p.m. Police turned on the lights to get him to stop, but he kept going. When they finally got to his place, he parked the car, and then he was placed in cuffs. There is an outstanding warrant for him as well. Anyway, turns out he said, no, I was going fast because I had to get home to my mom.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you stop?
Sure.
Said I would have tried to stop quicker, but I would have probably crashed the vehicle. He was arrested on reckless driving, aggravated fleeing, and eluding, operating an unregistered vessel as well, which is...
His mama's not going to be happy.
No, mama's going to be really upset. That is a bad idea. And that is today's moment of duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake news made up to trick you and amuse me? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, tell me, fake news or Florida? A self-proclaimed monkey whisperer has been caught illegally selling pet monkeys in Florida. Fake news or Florida?
I'll say Florida.
It is a true story. I wonder how you become a monkey whisperer.
I don't know, but I would love to
Wouldn't
be
that
a
be
monkey
fun?
whisperer.
I don't want you buying any illegal monkeys, but I always thought it would be fun. Haven't you always wanted
Kind
a
of
monkey?
like to have a monkey.
I
kind of
think it'd be cool. I want to remind you, we do have a thing on our Facebook page. I posted it the other day. We're looking for ideas to replace this feature, or if you say, hey, I want to keep this one, whatever you want, chime in on our Facebook page if you'd like at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of giftcardchallenge.org, and that is a place where we can all have our own good news anytime we want. Again, giftcardchallenge.org. Love this headline. Love the whole story. Dog spends day outside a hospital waiting for her owner. So this dog spent days waiting outside a hospital in Turkey where her owner was being treated for an illness inside. It says Boncuk, B-O-N-C-U-K, followed an ambulance that transported her owner to the hospital. Then the daughter took the dog home, but the dog ran back to the hospital.
I just love dogs so much.
So she comes every day around 9 a.m. and waits till nightfall. She does not go in. Security guard stands at the door and says the dog never comes inside. When the door opens, she looks in to see, after 6 days apart, she and her mama were finally reunited. And I think that's really, really cool. That is such a cool story.
That is so cool. Dogs are just awesome.
And there's a video of the dog. It's really, if you have a minute and you just want to
it's like Hachi.
yeah.
Remember
I remember that movie. But if you want to just like melt your little heart away, you can check out the video. I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. And I would like to remind you, if you would like to chime in for our Dear John letter today, and again, a reminder, if you didn't hear that, you can actually read it. We post the letters on our Facebook page. And then I love it when people chime in with advice, and Freaking Out Fiance would probably like your advice, because I don't know if my advice was any good, but you can chime in there if you'd like, again, at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.